Hi guys, it's Miss Rachel again. I have another book for us today. This is the book called The Mitten, and this is one of our favorites. We've read this in class several times. So this book is written and illustrated, so the same person wrote and drew the pictures for. Her name is Jan Brett, and she has lots of great books if you want to check out her other books. All right, so The Mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. So here's our boy Nicky. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. Why do you think if he drops it in the snow, he'd never find it if it was white? What color is snow? White. So if he has white mittens and white snow, it could get lost easily. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went. And it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. So look at that down there. You see the mitten down there? It's hard to see because it's down in the snow. So there's Nicky. Uh-oh, he's lost a mitten. So he's gonna go play because we're gonna talk about the mitten. Here's his snow white mitten that fell in the snow. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. And look, guys, there's our mole. A mole is a little creature that digs underground. He's gonna come hang out in our mitten here. Cozy and warm in there. And one thing about Jan's books, look over here on the side. There's another animal. And look over here. There's Nicky. So we can see what Nicky is doing. And we can see other animals. And look. That's the next animal. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. So here we go. We've got our rabbit coming in. He's gonna squeeze in there with the mole. And then we'll look at our pictures. Here's Nicky. He's still playing over here. And look, somebody else is coming. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself.
Baker, call 501, please. Baker, 501.
The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. All right, here we go. Here's our hedgehog. You can see he's got some little prickles on him there. So he's gonna squeeze in this mitten. Ugh. There, he made it. And we'll look at our pictures. There's Nicky. And there's another animal. Wonder who that is. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. So here comes the owl. He's gonna swoop down. He's gonna squeeze his way into this mitten. It's getting kind of full in there. There's lots of animals. Oh dear. And then we'll look at our pictures. Over here, we still got Nicky. He's playing. And over here, we see another animal. see who that is. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the Mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. So here's our badger. He's got those black and white stripes on his nose. Here he comes. He's gonna squeeze his way in there. Ooh. Ooh, there's not much room. Oh, he made it. Alright, so here we go. We've got Nicky over here still playing. He has not realized that he's lost a mitten. And we see another animal showing up over here. Wonder who that is. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. 'Cause look at that mitten. That mitten looks huge. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can fit a fox in there. We've got our fox. Here he goes. We're giving him lots of room because he's got sharp teeth. I wouldn't want to mess with an animal with sharp teeth. Over here we've got Nicky. He's still playing. Oh my goodness. Who could that be? Looks like a big animal. Oh dear. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as they could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Oh my goodness, they fit a bear in that mitten. Here comes our bear. He's big. Look at that. Oh, he's gonna squeeze his way in. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, 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 he just barely made it. Oh, and look over here. There's Nicky. He's still playing. We've got another animal coming. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled in onto the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. So here comes our little mouse. There she is. She's gonna squeeze in right there on the bear's nose. Right there. And look at this picture. Oh, Nicky has noticed something's missing. Oh no, he's figured out. He dropped a mitten. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. Oh my goodness, look at all those animals. They're going everywhere. And here's Nicky. He's looking for his mitten, going back to all the places he was earlier. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten, silhouetted against the blue sky. Because look, it's much easier to see the mitten up there, up against the blue. And look, there's all the animals. They're all going back to their real homes. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mittens. So there he is. He's catching his mitten, and then over here all the animals are going home. And there's Baba down there in the window, looking to see if Nicky is okay and if he has his mittens. The end. But look at this picture. Isn't this funny? Look at Baba. Those mittens are not the same size. Why do you think that one mitten is bigger than the other one? What was inside that mitten? All those animals. So even though the animals are not in there anymore, they stretched the mitten till it was so big, and now it's much bigger than the other one. I love this book, guys, and I love the pictures and the extra story they tell. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.